In this video, we're going to talk about the best way to find your niche for affiliate marketing. So this is case study video number 2, and we're going to find and reveal the niche for this case study. So what we're going to do in this lesson is we're going to talk about a brainstorming exercise, and I'm going to share my results. We're going to talk about this question: what would you do if you couldn't fail? Then we're going to talk about niche evaluation, and then the protege effect, which is specific to this case study. So below in the YouTube description, as always, you can find the lessons to the previous video and to the next video. Then if you want some more advanced training, you can learn more about the course all about affiliate marketing for beginners. But I'll also include in the YouTube description this workflowy list that is the basis of this brainstorming exercise, and it's going to focus on this idea that passion is more important than profitability when choosing your niche. So if you're a beginner, it's my opinion and my recommendation that you choose and focus on a niche that you can really get obsessed with. There's a lot of work that is involved in building an online business. If you are building a business that you don't really love the subject matter of, it's going to be much harder for you to persevere and succeed, in my opinion. So, this example we've spoken about before, if you are a gardener and you're obsessed with gardening, but you reveal and you find out that, there's some accounting software that's super profitable, you're not going to be successful building a business about that topic. So focus on what you're passionate about and what you can really get obsessed about. And that's what this brainstorming exercise is hopefully going to help you figure out. So here on the screen, again, I have this in the YouTube description, finding a niche, the brainstorming example. So I'm not going to go through this with you to save time, but these are like the 6 questions you want to ask yourself and really dive into this exercise. So the first one is, what do you talk to people about, or what do you watch on YouTube? If there's something that you continuously watch on YouTube, then that could spark an idea for your niche for your business. Or what are you always talking to your friends or your family about? Write those things down. Next is, what kind of books do you read? So is there any books that you have bought over the last year, or that you continue to buy? Or are there any blogs or websites that you continuously read about? Those could be good ideas for your niche. Do you have any hobbies? Are there things that you like to do on the weekends or in your free time? Do you currently have any problems that maybe you've overcome, and you can create a niche from that? You can build an authority website all about this thing that happened to you, and you can help other people. Do you have any experience in anything? So you might not find that you're extremely passionate about something, but maybe from a prior job, you have a lot of experience in something. You can really dive into it, and you can learn to really enjoy creating a online business about that subject matter. You can be extremely helpful and valuable to other people. And then lastly, what products do you buy? Do you, subscribe to any certain programs? Do you buy things like games or products, or things of that nature? Look through what you've bought on Amazon, or what you've bought over the last year. From those, you might be able to find a niche. So 6 questions there. Really focus on this. A lot of people don't like doing these brainstorming exercises for whatever reason, but these are some of the ways that are really going to reveal a niche that is going to be perfect for you. And if these 6 questions don't work out, then kind of research other questions that are similar that might kind of help you reveal a niche that is going to be good for you. Okay, so when I did those 3 exercises, those 6 exercises, there were 3 niches that stood out for me. So one was golf, one was French Bulldog, and then one was stocks. So what you want to do after you come up with some niches from doing that brainstorming exercise is you want to do what's called niching down. So you want to go from The broad category, maybe hone it down to a specific market and then a specific customer and then maybe a specific pain point. So niching down, it's not always down to the last pain point like we have on the screen there, but you certainly don't want to build a website just about golf in general. You want to kind of niche down to a certain area and so on. So for the examples that I've come up with there, the first one for French Bulldog, that really goes into the category of relationships, and the specific market is pets. But I would never want to build a business just about pets. That's way too broad. So I'd want to kind of target potentially a customer within that niche. So like a first-time dog owner, and then more specific, a French Bulldog owner. So again, I have a French Bulldog. I can relate to this niche, and that would possibly be a good niche for me to go into. Next, golf. You start at hobbies, then you get to golf. Much too broad. You don't want to talk about golf courses, golf equipment, golf instruction, golf vacations, and so on. So you want to kind of narrow it down to maybe golf equipment. Maybe there's a specific type of golf equipment like indoor golf simulator. So personally, I have one of these. I like playing golf. That could be something that I pursue. The next is wealth, investing. So you don't want to talk all about investing. You maybe want to talk about a specific person or a specific customer that's a novice investor. And then you might want to talk about how to buy your first stock. So those are the three that stood out to me when I did this brainstorming exercise. And the next part is to actually evaluate these niches. So one, you can do that with keyword research, which is in future lessons, but there are some simple questions that you can ask regarding these niches. And that is, are people searching for solutions to their problems online in this niche? So most likely that is yes, but you might find a niche that you've discovered and there isn't a lot of traction online, so you'd probably want to avoid that. Are people spending money in this niche online? So again, there might be scenarios where a niche might be really popular, but people aren't pulling out their credit card and buying things, or the audience might not be affluent as you would like, and so on. So are people searching online? Are people actually buying things in this niche online? And then are there products or solutions that you can promote as an affiliate? And the easiest way to do that is just go to Google, type in your niche plus affiliate, and you're going to find all sorts of affiliate programs, or you can type in some of the brands that are in the niche plus affiliate, and you'll discover affiliate programs and pages that you can read about and join. So that's the first thing that you need to do, is this brainstorming exercise. Then there's this question that I want you to ask yourself. What would you do if you couldn't fail? And I think this goes back to this whole passion thing when choosing a niche. And I think it's really, really important. And in November, earlier in 2023, or late 2023 November, I came across this video called, I asked a $15 billion investor for life advice. And I'm going to include the link to that video in the YouTube description. And basically the main takeaways for me were from that video: what would I do if I couldn't fail? And you can accomplish anything if you give yourself 5 to 10 years, anything. So firstly, when you're thinking about your niche that you want to choose, you should ask yourself that question. What would I really, really want to do if failure was not an option? So if you really want to build a business about whatever, fitness, health supplements, the guitar, a specific type of sport or whatever that is, if you give yourself 5 to 10 years, you can absolutely do it. But no one thinks like this. Everyone wants to get instant results. And unfortunately, that's just not the recipe for success, and specifically not success online either. Find out what you would do if you couldn't fail and give yourself a good time frame, and you can absolutely do it. So don't let fear hold you back from choosing the niche that is actually right for you. Passion is what counts. You need to be obsessed with your niche to succeed. So again, this is just my opinion, but I would recommend that you find something that you can be obsessed with, and go with that niche, because you're more likely going to have success. And again, that's my opinion, but that question really struck me, and that that timeline where I don't need to build this in 3 months. This is something I can do as a long-term, real business. Really struck home with me, and hopefully it's been helpful for you. So when I evaluate my list, one thing and topic jumped out at me when I asked myself these questions. And again, it was much more clear after going through those questions. So the niche for this case study is going to be day trading. So trading stocks on a one-time day basis. So, niching down here, how that would work, you go from wealth to investing to a type of investing called day trading, where you're trading in and out of stocks and securities and things of that nature from a day-to-day basis. And then the pain point is how to become a day trader. So that's going to be the topic and the niche for this case study. Now, I want to talk about this thing called the protege effect, because it affects this case study, and it might affect something you do in the future with your niche as well. So you might be thinking, if you're a pure beginner, so if I'm a pure beginner, how am I going to build this authority site about day trading? Because, I don't really have experience doing this. It's something I've always wanted to look into and I've always wanted to do, but the timing has never been right. So now I really, really want to do this, but I'm not an expert in it. I'm actually a pure beginner. Well, the protege effect, it's the idea that when you explain things to other people, it helps you learn them as well. So this is a great opportunity for me to build out a theme-based content website about this topic, because as I do that, I'm going to learn the subject matter more, and I'm going to actually, build my way up to a successful day trader. So because I'm a complete newbie when it comes to day trading, I actually need to learn a lot. And there's no better way to learn, as I just said, than to create a content website about the subject matter. As I learn various aspects of day trading, I can create content, aimed at that and aimed at helping other beginners. So this idea of turning your disadvantages into advantages might help you when you are looking to find your own niche. So I'm not an expert. I need to research everything for this particular niche in this case study. But I'm in a beginner's exact position. So, I understand all the pain points that someone is experiencing who wants to also start day trading and sign up and buy their first stock and all that sort of stuff, because I'm actually experiencing that myself. So I can be extremely relatable as a beginner, I can kind of put the whole spin on it that if I can do it, so can you. So sure, there are other ways to tackle niches where you are the expert and you've been doing something for 10 years and you go back and you say, hey, I've been doing this for a long time, and this is what I would do as a beginner. But, if that's not the case for your reality right now, then just say, yeah, that disadvantages, I'm going to actually turn it into an advantage. I'm going to say, hey, I'm a pure beginner. I'm relatable. As I'm learning this, I'm going to share it. And I know all the pain points and so on. So that's the kind of whole overview of this particular niche. And again, this is an example where you don't need to be an expert. You might be thinking, gee, I want to start in this niche, but I'm not really an expert. That's okay. You can use this protege effect as well for your particular business. And again, as long as you know a little bit more than your audience, you can be valuable. So the niche evaluation questions for this niche, are people searching for solutions to their problems online? So yes, again, I'm a person in this niche right now. I'm searching for information on this. So that is absolutely true. Are people spending money in this niche? So yes, I've personally bought books and a few small courses about day trading already. There are tools and software that I will need to register and sign up for as well. So there is money to be made and to be earned through affiliate marketing. And then, are there products? So yes, I've already found some where as an affiliate, I can recommend various software types of products that are associated with trading stocks online. So that is the niche for this case study. And I hope that this lesson was useful in giving you some ideas to go out and find your niche. So in the next lesson, we're going to do keyword research. So although this is the niche I'm going to pursue in this case study, for you, when you find your niche, you're going to need to ask these evaluation questions, but then keyword research actually solidifies the niche for you. So if you kind of come over to the next lessons where we're going to do keyword research and you actually discover that, there's not a lot of good keywords or the niche is very, very competitive, you might want to come back to the drawing board if you see kind of too many red flags when you're doing keyword research. So that's the next lesson. Subscribe to this channel for updates on this case study. Depending on when you're watching it, you can find the next lesson in the YouTube description. You can find the previous lesson in the YouTube description. And if you want more advanced training, you can learn more about the full course as well. So I will see you in the next video.